And I sat there bereft, wondering, as we might all do, what could I have done differently to prevent such an awful outcome? And I happened to look over at my little shelf and it said, all you can do is the best you can.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All we can do.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That's very wise advice. Let's dig a little bit onto vitamin A because, the world around us, the TikTok world revolves about sound bites that are 10 seconds. So there is a use for vitamin A, right? In measles.
Yes.
And that use is in low to middle income countries where there's nutritional deficiencies. And in fact, it's part of the WHO recommendations on treatment of measles, which is to give 2 high dose vitamin A when a child's diagnosed with measles. And that does seem to decrease the rate of complications and death, correct?
That is my understanding. Yes.
However, taking turmeric, vitamin A, or extra vitamin C does not prevent getting measles.
That is correct.
And that is a big difference. So
Yes.
it is not a lie to say that vitamin A can be used when you have measles. It is a lie to say that if you take vitamin A, you prevent measles.
In an unvaccinated state, that's correct. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that the audience can have a clear understanding of what we mean. And we're not telling people not to take vitamin A if they live in, I don't know, I'm going to say Colombia or Cambodia and their kid gets measles. But right now, if you're going to fly to Texas, you don't give your kids vitamin A, turmeric, or extra vitamin D or C because it doesn't.
It's certainly not going to keep you from getting measles.
Okay. All right. All right. And then I have run out of questions. What is there anything I haven't asked that you want to share with the audience that you think would be useful?
As the audience, I suspect, are mostly
Pediatricians.
much like us who are trying to do a good job. I guess what I would say is don't get discouraged. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. And there are so many factors that are beyond your control. Just do the best you can do. Impart the right information to the people that need to hear it. I make recommendations. They make decisions. And that's all we can do.
Yeah. That's such a hard concept for the US based pediatrician. We are like lawyers. We give you counsel based on the law and the facts at this moment.
But we have to establish and reestablish and remind people of our common goals.
Yes.
You both want your child to be healthy and safe and what possible. Okay. And remind them that's why you're there to see me or see George or to see you, Herb. And from there, we move forward. And hopefully we're able to conduct care for the child that aligns with our shared values.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the parent makes a decision and they own it.
That's right.
For better and for worse. Which is, like you said, you just got to let it go. And that's what the lawyers say. I counsel my client to the best of my ability. They don't want to take my advice. They need another lawyer and they own the outcome. I'm not the one going to jail.
And we walk away without some grief with situations that might have been prevented. But time, we're not responsible for the decisions that other people make.
No, but that's very hard when it's a child's life on the line. That's what's the moral burden of being a pediatrician. It's a wonderful career, but that's a real moral burden of a pediatrician. It's not the 40-year-old educated male deciding that they're not going to take care of their high blood pressure. It is a mother deciding that their kid's not going to do this or that, and that can lead to a bad outcome in a child. And that's hard. When do you think we'll see each other? I would love to see you in person.
Oh, that's very nice. Herb, I spend a lot of time going to things in my state, do a lot of state level advocacy with the Texas Pediatric Society and the Texas Medical Association. I only rarely get to the A because I blow my time away for education locally, but I do hope to run into you at some point and continue conversations. And and fellowship.
Yes, thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Let me ask you a little bit because I'm curious. So I'm a big fan of CME. So I will be at Nicholas Children's CME at the end of the month in Fort Lauderdale. But you didn't mention the American Academy chapter in Texas. You said the Texas Pediatric Medical Society.
Yeah.
What
So
difference?
but this